Hello, my fellow readers, and welcome back to another amazing episode of Read and Review, where we review, comment, and discuss on amazing short stories and novels. My name is Joseph Thomas. I am currently completing my 12th standard from Little Flower Public School and Junior College, Colombo. And today we are going to be reviewing A Thousand Splendid Suns by the famous Afghan-American author Khalid Hosseini. Now, before we get started with analysis, here are a few quick facts about the book. This book was published in 2007. May 22nd to be exact. This is actually Hosseini's second book following his 2003 debut, The Kite Runner. This book follows the story of a mother-daughter relationship as opposed to the father-son bond story that we see in The Kite Runner. Let's get started with the first part of the analysis, and that is the cover art. As you guys can see, this is the picture of a woman wearing a burqa with heels on and walking through what seems to be a desert. The picture is beautifully completed with different shades of red color used. As a person who have completed reading this book, I can say that the cover art perfectly matches the story to come. The choice of cover art and the color gives off a sense of daunting survivalism and perseverance, both of which have to play an important role in the novel. Talking about the main theme of the book, this book is about a mother-daughter relationship, as I mentioned earlier. It blossoms and is treasured under the cruel, oppressive, and literally brutal patriarchal system. The novel also emphasizes on themes such as survivalism, perseverance, sacrifice for the greater good, and finally finding satisfaction. And now a short quick summary on the book. This book is set in Afghanistan, Kabul to be exact, from 1960s to 1990s, from the Soviet occupation of Kabul to the Taliban taking control. This novel is split in a dual narrative. And in the first one, we are introduced to Mariam, her mother, and her father Jalil. Do note that I am not introducing them as a single family. This is because Mariam is actually an illegitimate child of Jalil. As the story slowly progresses, it takes a sudden turn when a series of dark and unfortunate events leads to a 15-year-old Mariam's marriage off to a man named Rashid, who is more than 20 years older than her and is also from another town. In the second narrative, which happens a generation later, we are introduced to Layla, her family, and Tariq. By and by, due to the consequences of war, she is orphaned and she is forced to marry Rashid. As the story slowly progresses, the Taliban takes control, and their life becomes a constant struggle against starvation, brutality, and fear. Under these harsh conditions, a beautiful mother-daughter relationship blossoms between them, and this forms the main dynamics in the story to come. And now, a few of my own opinions that I felt after reading this masterpiece. First of all, I really loved Hosseini's character development. All his characters felt very much alive and vibrant, and all their decisions and their fate seems to be justified with their character, without making it too much predictable. The second point is that I really loved how the story comes full circle for each and every character. And it's really eye-pleasing to watch those events unfold, making me turn each and every page with full excitement. And now, talking about why you guys should read this book. Well, other than the fact that this book was rated about 4.4 by 5 by Goodreads.com, and almost 95% of the readers absolutely loving this book, well, you don't find a book every day in the market which has a huge number of phenomena and emotions, and making an exceptional story out of it without messing it up. Factors such as politics, the Afghan war, Taliban taking control, historically accurate events even influencing the story, oppressing patriarchy, perseverance, and sacrifice all add around in this book and makes this story exceptional. Coming to the second point of why this book should be read is because Hosseini actually observed the lives of women living in Afghanistan for this book. Yes, he actually went to Kabul just after his first book came out and asked around the women living in that area in detail about their perspective of life and war, their living condition, and their hopes and futures about their children. That's when he decided to write a book about them so as to raise a voice for justice. After you guys completed reading this book and want to read similar books such as this, here are my recommendations. The Woman Who Walked Into Doors by Roddy Doyle, and The Swallows of Kabul by Yasmina Khadra for fiction, and The Sewing Circles of Herat by Christina Lamb, and The Bookseller of Kabul by Asne Sestad for non-fiction. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more recommendations and reviews. Live your life with positivity and purpose, and see you guys on the next video.